Sorption, the property of solid material to take up liquid inside its structure. For example, when a piece of chalk is dropped into an ink, the colored solute particles enter into the bulk of the piece of the chalk, and it is absorption. Solubility, the property of solid material capable of being dissolved. How do we know if the sugar is soluble or not? For example, when I stir a spoonful of sugar into a glass of water, I am forming a solution. This type of liquid solution is composed of a solid solute, which is the sugar, and a liquid solvent, which is the water. As the sugar molecules spread evenly throughout the water, the sugar dissolves. Thermal conductivity, thermophysical measure on how well heat is transferred throughout a material by the conductive flow. For example, boiling water. Because of the heat of the gas stove was transferred to a material that is result to a boiling of water. Mechanical properties. Brittleness. A material is brittle when it breaks easily. For example, this glass. Too much force, or if you drop this glass to the floor, it will surely break. So its material are hard, rigid, but is brittle as well. Shear, stress, and strain occurs when one portion of plane of the material is forced to slide by another portion. This is exactly what happened when I use a scissor to cut a piece of cardboard. In both cases, I am applying shear forces parallel to the cross-section, creating shear stress which breaks the part into two, and the strain which changes the shape from the original shape.
When we hear the word elasticity, the first picture that comes to our mind is just like this stretched rubber band.
Let's take an example of playing a rubber band. As you can see, the rubber band has the ability of the matter to stretch and return to its original shape. Galvanism is the generation of electrical current occurs when two different metals are present in oral cavity.
In short, an electrochemical reactions in oral cavity. For instance, I have a typodont here. Just imagine that it has two different metallic restorations. An amalgam filling in tooth number 16, which is the permanent maxillary right first molar, and gold restoration in tooth number 46, which is permanent mandibular right first molar. When these two different metals are in close contact, this would create an electric shock or galvanic shock, and it causes a painful sensation. The saliva facilitates the shock or the galvanic shock or an electric shock by functioning as an electrocyte.
Conductor. It is a material that allows the flow of electrical current in one or more directions. A metal wire is a common electrical conductor. For example, charging of a laptop.
This part of the charger is what we call the conductor. As you can see, it is metal. It means it has free electrons that allows the heat or electric currents to pass through it.
Insulator. It is a material that offers high resistance to the flow of electric current. Non-metals are generally the insulators.
Let's use this charger again as an example. This area of the charger is what we call the insulator. It is non-metal which covers the conductor part or the metal part of the charger, meaning this area does not readily conduct electricity because the electrons are absent.